Hey, how you doing? I'm Josh with Wooden Essentials. Today, I'm going to show you how I made a kitchen table. If you haven't already, go back and watch the first video where I just made the tabletop. In this video, all I did was made the base of the table, went ahead and painted it and stained it. And remember, if you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, and get notified every time I upload a video. Now let's get into it. To make the table base, I chose to use 4x4s. Since my table saw and miter saw won't cut them in one swipe, I decided to grab the circular saw, putting the speed square next to the saw, making sure to cut it perfectly straight. Using the table saw to cut out everything, I'm making a lap joint. Basically, you cut out half of each board, then you put them together to make a nice flush top and bottom, add some glue, and let it dry. Off camera, I went ahead and cut 45-degree angles at the end of each table leg just to give it a nice little detail so it don't look so blocky. The screws are just meant to hold it in place so I can put a long bolt to hold it all together. I countersunk the holes so the table will sit flush. I just didn't make it big enough because my socket got stuck. I went ahead and measured the size that I needed for the braces. Then using a table saw, I cut a 45-degree angle on them slowly, cutting away to make them as perfect as possible. Countersinking for the screws. I can never make my screws line up perfectly with one another, so I drew a line on each board to make my life a little bit easier. Then later I decided just to cover up the holes with some sawdust and glue, making my own wood filler. I've already attached the bottom braces. Then I tried to attach the top, but nothing was lining up. So then I decided to put the top of the table on with a level adding the braces to make sure everything stays level. Off camera, I went ahead and sanded everything, starting with 80 grit, moved to 120, and finally 220. Here's one of my ideas that did not work out so well. I had some leftover spray paint and I thought, oh, I could just use this. Found out that was a mistake. So after I struggled for about 5 or 10 minutes, I decided to go ahead and grab the roller and a can of paint. Adding some pre-stain conditioner is highly recommended for pine. It helps prevent blotching. It's not 100% foolproof, but it does help out a lot because you'll occasionally get blotching here and there, but nothing like you would if you didn't add it. This stain is called aged walnut. Wipe it on with a rag or an old t-shirt, then wipe off the extra. Normally, I do about 2 coats of stain, but here I did 3 to get it darker. The more stain you add, the darker it'll get. Finally, I add polyacrylic for the finish. I did 6 coats and lightly sanded with 400 grit sandpaper between each coat. Then the last step is to assemble it all together. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, go back and check out a couple others that we got.